Gather around, fellow thrill-seekers, and hold on to your broomsticks. For tonight, we will reveal the spine-chilling secrets hidden behind the mask of Halloween. Beyond the candy and costumes lies a history shrouded in shadows and whispers. The dark history of Halloween. Most people associate Halloween with costumes, candy, and spooky decorations, but its origins can be traced back to ancient Celtic traditions. Halloween originates from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which is celebrated in Ireland and some parts of UK around 2,000 years ago. The Celts believed that the otherworldly spirits not only caused trouble and damaged crops, but also made it easier for the Celtic priests, known as druids, to predict the future. These prophecies were a source of comfort during the long and dark winter for a people who were entirely dependent on the unpredictable natural world. After the Roman Empire conquered much of the Celtic territory in 43 CE, the region came under Roman rule for several centuries. During this time, local traditions underwent significant changes, which were heavily influenced by Catholicism. These customs exhibited connections to Roman practices, such as the observance of Feralia, a festival where the community mourned its deceased members, a ceremony dedicated to honoring fruits and trees, named after the Roman goddess of the apple. Many of us nowadays associate bats with Halloween, but this association has historical roots. The Druids' Samhain bonfires attracted bugs, which in turn attracted bats to a tasty feast. Over time, various folklore emerged citing bats as harbingers of death or doom. In Nova Scotian mythology, a bat settling in a house means that a man in the family will die, while if it flies around and tries to escape, a woman in the family will perish instead. During the late 1700s and 1800s, after gaining independence and forming a nation, the United States experienced a significant influx of European immigrants who brought with them new traditions and media. In 1759, Scottish poet Robert Burns wrote a poem called Halloween. Borrowing from European traditions, Americans began to dress up in costumes and go house to house asking for food or money, a practice that eventually became today's trick-or-treat tradition. Young women believed that on Halloween they could divine the name or appearance of their future husband by doing tricks with yarn, apple parings, or mirrors. In the late 1800s, there was a move in America to mold Halloween into a holiday more about community and neighborly get-togethers than about ghosts, pranks, and witchcraft. At the turn of the century, Halloween parties for both children and adults became the most common way to celebrate the day. Parties focused on games, foods of the season, and festive costumes. Parents were encouraged by newspapers and community leaders to take anything frightening or grotesque out of Halloween celebrations. Because of these efforts, Halloween lost most of its superstitious and religious overtones by the beginning of the 20th century. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.